tell you guys every time that, look, my analysis is just the shit, okay? It's just the shit.
Oh, yeah.
Ayo. So hit that and subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We really need y'all to do that. Give us a lot of likes. Give us a lot of love.
Help me, nigga.
Anyway, so let's get to it. All right. Basically, if you don't know, all right. So DXY, I told you guys I was anticipating that dropping, mainly because we had the monthly time frame overall at a high point. We also had a little bit of a lower close, so we had the bears kind of taking control. And I said that since we already touched this level, I was expecting it to continue to fall. Okay. And we got a lot of things going on. GDP is coming out. Also have the unemployment rates. Plus you have to consider that the stimulus payouts, the unemployment payouts are going to stop. So that $600 that people are used to getting, that's about to change. All right. So everything that's been helping to keep things afloat is a big factor. Also, a lot of the states are closing back down because of the coronavirus, and the second wave is anticipated. Now, you guys got to remember, like, you always got to look at history. You got to look at the past to figure out where you're going. So if you take into consideration, anything like any other pandemic or like the Spanish flu, like that took 2.5 years to clear. Okay. We've only been in this for, 6-7 months. So I tell my significant other, along with everybody else, like, yo, we're not out of this. We're like, I think it's going to take another 1.5 years before we're fully in the clear of this. And that also depends on what's going on and if people want to be bothered with the fucking vaccine. All right. So let's just be honest. I don't really think that's going to happen. So I still believe that daily's going to drop. Obviously, we have monthly, weekly, all that stuff. I expect that to keep tanking. Okay. I expect the dollar to keep tanking. So just keep that in mind. All right. Now, I told you guys NAS100. I called this a minute ago. I called this last week. I said, hey, we're at high points. Expect this to drop. All right. 1 hour was bearish. 4 hour was bullish. This was the only thing that was kind of holding us up at the moment. Plus, I told you that daily needed to retrace. So because daily has to retrace at this point, I really want to pay attention to, definitely going to be paying attention to, like, see how price come when it returns back to this 103.20 level. I want to pay attention to that. And if we're able to continue, I'll really be paying attention to this point here as well as here. However, you got weekly, you got monthly, like everything is really, really high. So I'm expecting this to drop a little bit further. Maybe we'll get a bounce to push back up and then we're going to tank. Okay. I'm just being honest. And because gold is skyrocketing, like I'm anticipating this to drop for a while. I told you guys, I called this last Sunday. And if you were paying attention, you could have been up because price was roughly around here. You could have been up 945 pips. Okay. I caught gold. I also was trading a lot of GBP USD. That's mainly what I was showing on the Instagram page. So if you were paying attention and you caught that, good for you. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to catch continuation moves, good for you. That's good shit. So congratulations to everybody that was able to successfully catch this the gold rush. I don't think that the gold rush is done. I do think that since we're coming back into this region, I really want to pay attention to the 1920. Roughly 1920 level. I will be expecting some type of retracement. I will, because 4 hour daily and 1 hour is all at a very high level. So I will be expecting some type of retracement before we're able to get this to break out. We just got to figure out when. So you just got to look for your necessary signals to figure out when this is actually going to push past this monthly point. But lower time frames are they still have to do their structure. They still have to do their retracements in order to continue. So with 4 hour being at a higher high, 1 hour being at a higher high as well, I'll be looking for them to retrace. We'll see what happens at this 188 1884.83 level. Okay, look to see what's going on roughly within this vicinity. If it's able to hold, we'll take it back up. If not, then we'll be looking to take this down roughly to these points here, maybe a little bit further, okay, before it continues. Okay, so just wait and see what type of signals and that's a price action that you receive at the top of the week. All right, now for US 30, okay, same thing. I'm telling you guys, I'm expecting that to tank. It was currently in a big retracement, which will take 2 to 3 months to finish, based off and if it's monthly, it can take up to 6 months, right? So if we're looking at the structure overall, like we have this, we didn't have a lower close, but we did have, what was it, weekly currently did a bias switch, so it could get all the way up here and then drop. Okay, just gotta wait and see. We do have daily that's still currently bullish at the moment. 4 hours currently bullish at the moment, and we're just really trying to figure out. 1 hour has in fact switched, so we might get a little bit of a retracement before we continue. If not, if we're able to close below this, then 4 hour, we're gonna have a little bit of some chaotic activity. We most likely want to pay attention to this level here. If it's able to break this level right here, then we'll look to take this to the 2607 level. If it's able to bounce off of here, then we'll be looking to take this roughly to, all right, the 27629. So that's basically the key areas that I'm really trying to pay attention to. Obviously, if we're able to break this 1 hour level here, 27170, if we're able to get above that, then I'll be looking to ride that up to this roughly this region. Okay, so those are the main price points and areas that I'm really trying to pay attention to figure out what happens at the beginning of the week. Now for UJ, all right, I've been calling this for the last like month and a half.
You have questions, I have the answers.
I've been telling you guys that we've been in this goofy ass range, and I told you guys that daily is bearish and I'm expecting this to tank. So if you were taking any type of bullish activity on UJ, that was short term, and all right, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you didn't get your account rocked like a motherfucker because you didn't pay attention to the bullish activity or the bears being mainly dominant in the entire situation. So I'm just hoping that you guys know what's going on. And yeah, okay. Now as far as what I'm expecting for the rest of the week, now 4 hour is at a lower low, 1 hour is at a lower, 4 hour is overall bullish still, but its current momentum is doing bearish activity, okay, to flow with what's going on with daily. So I'm going to be looking for some type of retracement or pullback. It might drop a little bit further. We'll see on 1 hour, 4 hour, drop a little bit further into this weekly level. So we'll really have to see what goes on roughly around this price point in this region, this zone that I have here. If it's able to respect, then I'm expecting the retracement to happen at that point. And then I want that to continue for the bearish channel that we currently have on the weekly time frame. All right. Now, as far as U-CAD, same situation. All right. Been telling you guys we had this region here. We have this bearish channel kind of going on, bullish activity overall for the daily. So we really want to pay attention to what happens. Okay, at roughly like price able to break below this point, the 133638 number level. If we're able to break below this point, we'll look for a small retest and ride that down. But still got to be careful because we're at a weekly range. Okay. Now looking at this for U-CAD, the difference here is like when I'm looking at the higher time frames and getting my analysis, okay, overall it's bullish. Okay, we have hit this level, so we'll try to see what's going on with some double top action. But weekly we're bullish, so weekly is just basically retracing, and we are coming up to areas of interest for the weekly level. We also have daily that's bullish. 4 hour is bearish, so we want to really see what weekly and daily are going to do. So that means like anywhere within the next week or two will really determine like the overall bias and direction. Now obviously the dollar is weak, but when in conjunction with the CAD, it's stronger. Okay, so you also have to take into consideration what that specific pair, like what currencies are competing against each other for what you're trading. And U-CAD has a lot of correlations with oil, so there you go. All right, so do your due diligence with that and figure that out. All right, now as far as GBP CHF, I haven't really been paying attention too much to this pair. I am still expecting some type of retracements for the daily, weekly. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of chaotic activity, a lot of respect of this level at the low end. monthly. Okay, we're returning back to this point. So honestly, just looking at everything, we have some current bullish activity that's kind of holding us up. So we'll really want to pay attention to how price responds at 17611, as well as if it's able to get down to this 1.17434 level. If it's able to hold, we'll be expecting this to go bullish. But if this breaks, you already know what's up. We'll be taking this to the downside. Okay. Now, GBP JPY. Now we had a lot of bullish activity prior before the weekend, and then we were able to catch some small sells to the downside. Overall, 4 hour has bullish momentum currently in play. 1 hour has bearish momentum. Okay, so obviously those are conflicting. So the main thing that I want to pay attention to is I'll definitely be paying attention to roughly this region right here. Mainly paying attention to see if this level is able to hold. Okay, now if you want to play it safe and play it close to the vest, you want to make sure that you don't do anything until either this region or this region is able to break or hold and respect, and then base your analysis off of that, simply because you have 2 time frames conflicting. Now obviously 4 hour is bigger, so just looking at that, overall with daily as well, that is bearish, but I am expecting some type of retracement for GJ. Okay, where I believe that that's going to go a little bit higher. But like I said, on the way, like I believe that it's going to go higher, but what is it going to do on the way to those levels that I'm expecting? That's the biggest thing. And that's really important to be really objective when you are in fact trading. All right. So GBP USD. All right. So, ate a lot on this pair. All right, took this down, took this up, took this down, took this up, took this up. All right. So as far as what's going on with GU, all right, so I'm still expecting this to keep going a little bit higher, especially because weekly has some retracements that's going on as well, and monthly we have like a double bottom circumstance that occurred. Okay, so I am expecting this to get up into this region. And why do I feel this way? I do feel like this is going to be able to break and get up here, simply because I'm expecting the dollar to drop. Right. So if I'm expecting the dollar to drop and I'm expecting GBP to be stronger, then obviously if GBP is going against the dollar, I'm expecting this to skyrocket. Okay. And so roughly this is going to be another 410 pips, and that's the minimum if it's just one entry that you're looking for. But obviously you can capitalize on moves if you have more than one entry for a specific opportunity, if you're very confident in that. AUD JPY, okay, some of my students in the secret society, okay, were able to catch this sell here. All right, overall, this is a retracement. So we really want to make sure that we pay attention to this 74.676 level. Make sure that that's able to hold. If that is in fact able to hold, we'll be riding this back up to this point. Okay, roughly here. Okay, but overall, current activity, if we're talking about the daily, is overall bullish. Okay, it's overall bullish right now for the daily. So if you have a little bit of price action right now for 4 hour and 1 hour that are currently bearish, so you'll just be waiting for those time frames to sync up to flow with what's going on in the daily for the daily picture. Okay, and they currently did retrace, and they did a deep retracement already. So like I said, you're just waiting to see what goes on if this is able to hold, and then ride that back up. Euro USD is, man, listen, all right, like what okay. bullish as hell right now. Monthly is the only thing that's really holding us up right now, but everything else is pretty much putting us on the bull side. So a daily's at a higher high, 4 hours at a higher high, 1 hour's at a higher high. So I am going to be expecting some type of retracement possibly next week. All right, so just be on the lookout for that. Even if it's short term on the 1 hour, I am going to be expecting some type of drop. All right, just because of everything being so high on multiple time frames. All right, so if you are in fact trading Euro USD and you're expecting that bad boy to just keep pushing, just be careful. That's all I'm going to say. So if you're taking any continuation opportunities, that's something that you really want to pay attention to. All right, now if you rock with the video, like, listen, okay, I tell you guys all the time, like, I need you to like this. I need you to subscribe. We're working really heavily to get our asses to the 1,000 subscribers. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get our YouTube to 1,000 subscribers. And that information is really going to help us with that data, because we can reach more people, get a bigger audience, and we eventually plan on doing live streams with our mini group. Okay. If you want to learn on your own, keep going through YouTube. I'm sure you can find, there's a whole bunch of information that you can find in free books, free content, babypips.com, and to figure out if this is really something that you really want to get into, because you really got to study and bust your ass and stop playing. Okay. Like, if somebody's telling you can get this shit in a week, like, punch them in the fucking eye, because they're lying. Now, if you are in fact interested in speeding up your learning curve, I always recommend looking for a mentor. Okay. That's going to be a little bit more expensive. You can get like an online class, because they can take all of the information that is free online and basically put it in a flow for you, so you can like organize your thoughts and figure out how to properly attack a chart. Okay. And that's what you're paying for, the more of the convenience. All right. And then, so they'll have online courses. We do have an online course right now due to COVID-19. We have lowered the price, and you can go to FXSniperSchool.com to be a part of that. Okay. We're, constantly building the community, trying to help those, get people at, to higher standards, better entries, better understanding of how the markets are actually working, and understanding the economy and economics that are required to fully take advantage of this. If you are in fact trying to look for a mentor, okay, that's probably going to be the most expensive thing, because you got to remember, like, they can make way more money just being on the charts than talking to you. So if you're trying to get one-on-one time with somebody that's really established, then you really got to make sure that you have the coin to back that up, and that you don't waste their time or yours. All right. So again, please smash that like button. Please press subscribe. Share this with your friends. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Again, 1,000 subscribers. So it's very important that we get you on that shit. All right. And follow us at ForexSniperSchool.com on Instagram. Catch y'all next week. Peace.
Can you even tell me what the reason is? I don't even know why I bother keeping it.